ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾನೊಬ್ಬ ಟೀಚರು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇನ್ಫೋ ನೋಡಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಿದೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಶೋ ನೋಡಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೋ ನೋಡಿ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಫೋ ನೋಡಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಶೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸೀಮಾ ಶೆಖಾವತ್, an educationist, a business woman. So two different things. Welcome to my show.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure having me.
So ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ಎಜುಕೇಷನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಾನೋ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅಂತಾನೋ?
ಎಜುಕೇಷನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋರ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೌದು. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ವುಮೆನು ಪ್ಲಸ್ HR, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸೇಷನ್ HR ಬಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I feel that's where my heart lies.
ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಹೇಗೆ? ಎಡು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮೂಲಕ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಡು ಪೀಪಲ್?
So Edu People is an organization that provides HR services to schools and colleges.
HR services in case ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಕೂಡ?
ಟೀಚರ್ಸು, ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಫು, only white collar, not blue collar, but white collar ಅಲ್ಲಿ there are times that accounting, admission, marketing people ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾವು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸು ಅದೇ ಥರ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ವರ್ಷಾಂತರದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 10 years now that we have been doing this work. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ನ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ various things that we are doing with respect to HR services is wonderful. Another one is we do salary structuring for the institutions. How much a teacher should get for that particular
how much a teacher should get? Very interesting and debatable topic. Because ನಾನು ಈ ಮುಂಚೆ I had a preschool teacher on my show. So ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ teachers work so much, we paid in peanuts ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So how was this criteria judged? You know, ಒಂದು designation ಗೆ how was the salary decided?
Salary is generally decided, one, by the fees of the organization, second, by the location of the place. Obviously, fees goes by the location. Yeah? If you're a school which is in Kolar, then if you're a school which is in Tumkur, you will not have a salary or a fees of 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. In Bangalore, there are schools that also have a fees of 8 lakhs. So it all depends on the fees of the school, the affordability of the school, that our teacher should understand. But yeah, there's this huge workload that a current teacher has. We have to give hats off to the teachers for working day in, day out and so much for us.
I wish this show was telecasted on 5th of September because we are giving tributes to all teachers, you know. And ನಂಗೆ ಎರಡು ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಶೋ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು, ಸೀಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ ಬಟ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಅವರ ಲವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಲವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಲವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಎನಿ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಜಾಬ್, any other person who is looking for a job in education industry can always approach Seema ma'am. So our details number description box nal sigate. So Seema ma'am, you said you have been catering the education department for at least a decade now. So how would you even visualize an organization like this, Edu People?
I have come from that sector. So my first company was Times of India, which gave me fundamentals of HR. Right? It was a very structured organization, processes and all of this. So after that, I was lucky enough to join Pearson. So Pearson was just getting merged, just started in India. It was EduRate. Pearson was EduRate was the part of India, and then Pearson took over EduRate, and I was the part of that merger that happened. And we managed almost 150 schools of Pearson then, and there was so much that I learned with respect to what schools are, how do they function, what is that is lacking, where are the gaps. So gaps I have to it was I felt like yeah, this is where I want to be.
So what were the gaps that you realized?
Majorly HR department antu idle irilla. There is nothing called as HR department in education institutions. Ella manage madiddu either accounts department or admin department, HR department process ella. But we all know that it's important that a teacher has to have rewards and recognitions. Attrition ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. So we start right now if a teacher has joined a school, in the induction let the teacher know the culture of the institution, what is expected out of a teacher, what is expected out of the organization. That was matched. Then if a teacher will get promotion or what criteria that a teacher will get promotion, what is that she should have an outcome of for getting a promotion of whatever that she is expecting. How if she has to put down any grievances to the organization, in what format that she should put. She can just not write a mail and anonymous mail and all. There is a process of an organization that she is going to do. So all this is handled by HR. And I think 10-15 days, 10-15 years back there was nothing like that. So PSL through PSL.
Even education anta consider ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ when I was a student, ಬಹುಶಃ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಾವು education was a formal stage of everybody's life, and schools also we had normal schools, monthly fees ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು, we had this normal teaching structure. ಈಗ schools are coming up with new models of education. Schools are emphasizing on teacher who have expertise in not just the syllabus but something other than that. So, 10-15 years even ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, even the education system has undergone a lot of changes. So, what teachers lack ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ as a teacher?
I think there is a awareness which is not there. It is very painful to say that a teaching job is always considered as a secondary job. It is the passion that was there in the teaching is somewhere going down. It's also because of the salary that teachers are given.
And always it's a teacher's job. She can always run her tuitions at home. She can always have another income. This was the consideration.
A teacher becomes teacher in only two conditions. One, she don't get anything else, then she becomes a teacher. Or sometimes she also has to manage the house. So she wants to come back home by 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening and also manage the kids at home. If she joins an IT job, if she takes up a corporate job, then how is that she is coming back home at 3 or 4 o'clock? There is no job that will allow her to do that. So that is one of the conditions that any woman becomes a teacher. There are many in the industry, but say just 10-15%, but it is mainly dominated by women. But a teacher, what has to have if she comes inside this education industry, one thing they should know is that they should bring in that passion, they should bring in that interest, because they are liable for the lives of those kids whom they will be teaching. So it's just not B.Ed, it's not that NTT, those certification those are required. First criteria for anybody to become a teacher is passion.
So ಯಾರೇ passionate ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, how do I approach, whom do I approach, where do I approach ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is a place you can always approach.
You search Edu People, you will get a lot of numbers. Just call any of my team members, we will be always happy to help you.
So ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ Edu People?
So Edu People, majorly right now what we are doing is we are providing teachers to schools and colleges.
Colleges also.
So preschools also. So preschool in the schools, so schools and CBSE, ICSE, state to IGCSE, IB, colleges of different kind, engineering, dental.
And not only in Bangalore, across India work ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
So often, and not just that, ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ವೇದಾಂತ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. So they are also really faculties. So ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, because our expertise is people coming from education industry. So that's a database that we get.
Okay, so coming ahead, you have started another organization. What is it and what does it do?
So there are two more organizations that have started after EduPeople, which one is Indian Institute of Education Management, IIEM. So what IIEM does, it does training for teachers.
What sort of training for teachers?
So different kind of training, right from pre-primary ECC to diploma, to courses that we gave, to brain gym activities for smaller kids, to even for primary to middle to high school, secondary education we teach pedagogical, instructional designing, all the skill-based trainings that we give. So these are offline and online trainings that we give.
So if anybody is interested to undergo this training, how do they approach?
They can again visit our website. Numbers are available on the website. You can contact us.
All the details are in the description box.
Yes. So the third company that I run is Education Lot, a very, very interesting platform built for people who want to work in education industry as business owners. So if you are working in education industry and want to get connected to schools, you go to any schools, want to get an entry in the schools, the watchman will stop you. If watchman does not stop you, receptionist will stop you for sure.
Very, very hard to approach people,
Yes.
especially with a resume or with a new idea of bringing in revolution in education, or even with your business ideas. If you want to supply books to the schools, you're stopped at the reception. If you want to supply uniforms to the schools, you're stopped at the reception. So if you're looking for a shortcut, if you're looking for a way out, so
Education Lot is one place. Education Lot is a place wherein if any vendor who wants to get connected to schools or colleges, who wants to provide any kind of services to schools and colleges, they are most welcome to attend our meeting. And if we feel that we'll be able to sell their product or push their product to the schools that we are connected to, we'll be more than happy to partner with them, collaborate with them, and take them along in our journey.
That's nice. So a lot of people would have business opportunities, job opportunities after this show.
Yes.
Education today is considered as luxury because of the increasing cost. So how do you comment on it?
Thanks to the government, it is available. Yeah? But yes, if you want a particular kind of education, that's again available at a cost. So not all parents are able to give that cost, but for me, because I work closely with institutions and I really understand their side too. So I would like to speak on both the sides. So at education industry, it is not easy to maintain education industry. There are thousands of things that they have to take care, and for that they have to maintain a particular fees. They have to maintain this one. So the cost generally goes up. So anything that you purchase of quality comes with an expense. And also there are a lot of institutions that I know are giving education at a very minimal cost without taking a rupee outside from the institution. They are giving back to the society. So what a parent should do is, before putting a kid into a school, research well. Do not go by the brand name, right? Do not say, just Google and say which are the best 10 schools in Bangalore. These are best 10 schools. They are marketed schools. No. The schools that actually do genuine work are actually not heard of.
True.
Right? So do your research well and then decide the school for your kid.
So before deciding a school for your kid, can always approach her. So see, I can give you a list of things wherein Seema ma'am would be of great help, especially for parents like me who are looking for a school. And going ahead, if a person is interested to open a preschool, an education institution, or buy a franchise, so
yes, anything, a teacher looking for a job, please connect with us. A teacher looking for training, please connect with us. Person who wants to start a business in the education industry, please connect with us. Yes, institution who wants to do auditing for the schools, who wants to understand how to run the school better, who wants to do branding for the school, please connect with us. So if an institute wants to take their institution to a next level, we'll be the best person to help you with. So yeah, being in this industry, I think this has been an advantage that multiple things we have seen and we have experienced, and we'll be happy to share our experiences with all the partners in the journey.
So this was today's info at Honori. We had with us educationists and business women, Seema ma'am with us. It was very nice to talk to you, ma'am, because a common man would come up with a lot of doubts. An employee would be looking for a job, or a business enthusiast would be looking for an opportunity. So this show ends up being a one-point solution for all of them. So thanks for being that.
Thank you for having me here.
So this was today's info at Honori. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಗೆ.